Right, so we're back and we are gonna put on the ephemera. So I have some of the photo booth. Let me just get the rest as well. So I have my collage strips as well. And I think we're going to use some of these. I like them ones. I'm not too sure. Have we got one big enough? See, these, I think they're a little bit too big, these ones. So, yep, I like them ones as well. Right, so I have a basket. I like the stamps. I have a basket. I have another basket. This basket is exactly the same. But look at this. Oh, look at all these. There's so many little bundles. These, I used to get them in cigarettes. So they're cigarette cards. My granddad used to collect these. He used to have, oh, he had bundles and bundles of them. And yeah, I don't know how old they are. I know they're old because, again, you can smell it. And I know that for many, many years you haven't got cards in cigarette packets anymore. So, yeah, there's no dates on them or anything. So I might have to have a quick Google. But I've got another box full of all these wonderful old bits of ephemera. So I'm going to use some of these as well. And I also, on my travels, I pulled some of these cards out. And on my travels, I found an old, I got it for £5. It's an old leather writing case. And inside is a vintage, it's only got a few bits of paper on, but some vintage paper. And then there's also some vintage postcards and envelopes and things like that. And then there's a little calendar. There's a little address book inside as well. So I absolutely adore this. So I'm going to take one sheet and use that as well, because I love the colour. Right, so I've pulled out some of my, I took out a load of pages and coffee and tea dyed some of the invoice duplicates. I also coffee dyed and tea dyed some music paper and just some normal paper. I also have a guest check that I've coffee dyed as well, so I'm going to be using those. I've got out my backdrops volume 4 just in case I want to use some of those. And I have, so I've got that's the vintage writing paper. And I have some of the old invoices that I made. So I'm going to use some of those as well. But there's a video, if you want to watch the video on how I made these, then I'll link it in the description box down below. I also sat here one evening and I just got some book pages, coffee dyed them, and just did some stamping. Just random stamping on some bits and pieces. There's a piece of lined paper, I just did some stamping on it. Again with that, it's just a blank page out of the book, a bit there, and then there's the other pieces that I stamped the other day. I'll link that video as well, and some of the old paper off the roll, and that piece of old paper that came in that little haul. I also have my A to Z as well. That's yeah, I don't think that's very old, it's just drill bits. So I'm going to use this as well. So my craft room smells really vintagey. Right, So let's get creating. So first off, I'm going to take out a map page. Just want to, in fact, I'm going to get my ruler to do this. Let's get this one. Yep. That'll do. Let's take my vintage photo. I'm just gonna, because it's really thin paper, I'm just gonna ink around the edges. And then let's have a look and see what's in here. Yep. And these are the curator's snippets. Right, so I've stuck that on there. I think I'm going to stick this down. But only on two sides. Let's put a bit down. Because I might want to just slide something in there. I might glue it back up, but I might want to slide something in there. Right, I'm going to take just a strip. Oh, I'm losing my desk. I might even just use don't want the straight edges. Yep. I don't want to cover up the stitching, so just, oh, it's moved. Come on, that's it. Yes, I like that. I love these little snippets. I don't like these tweezers though. They used to hold, but they don't hold anymore for some reason. Right, now, do I want one of these? I quite like that. So I'm going to trim it and just distress it. In fact, what I might do is I'm going to turn it into a kind of a ticket. So I'm just going to punch off the corners. Just like that. Give it another ink. Yes, I like that. Oh, and I've got another one on that side. Winning! Do I want a photo on here? Let's distress it a bit so we got the full effect. Give it a bit of an ink. And if we place that, can that? Yes, I like that. Yep. I think this is just, I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller. And cut the... I don't know where my big white one's gone. That's a bit better. Yes, that's a bit better. Maybe I think maybe it needs something, just something gradual off the side there. Yes, it does. Right. Let's rip the top. How big do we want it? Sorry about the dogs. They, for some reason, they're barking at everything lately. Right, I think I'm going to use my glue stick for this because it's only thin paper. Perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Ah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Might need a tab. I'm going to make a tab out of this. Only a little one. Right, so I'm going to fold it over. Make that straight. And I'm going to get my little circle punch. Right, now let's go in sideways. Oh, no, don't bend up. There you go. Ta-da! And there we have a little tab. Now you can do it with, I'll show you. Do it with any size really. So, and you can do it with round, or you can go oh, just flicked it all at me. You can have just the tag cuts, or you can have the round cuts. I quite like that, so I'm going to ink that up. And ink on the top. Or do I want it on the side? No, I'm going to have it on the top. And there we have a little tab that then brings in all that as well. So Right, so I just want to, I've just come back on for the last little bit. I want to show you how to do a faux wax seal. So I've got my distressing clear embossing dauber. And just on the corner here, I'm just going to do a circle. And I'm going to get some folded up paper, my frosted crystal, and then I'm just going to brush it away. And now I'm going to heat set it. That's it. And as you can see, there's just a little shiny bit. And now I'm just going to let it cool a little bit. And then I'm just going to push my stamp down into it. Lift it up. And there you have a faux. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? A faux seal on your picture. And your stamps are absolutely fine. I love doing that. And we're done. Here they are with the stamps that I got from the auction and with the cigarette papers. And yeah, oh, I love them. I absolutely love them. Some of them have got hardware on, some of them haven't. And I managed to use all my ephemera that I made. So I am, and now one of the great things about using my own ephemera, like I said in the video, is now I get to come back here after I've edited and uploaded this video and make more vintage papers, because I love using my own vintage papers in my clusters. That this is the first time for it, but I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it. I absolutely adore these. They came out exactly how I envisioned them, and I am so happy. I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna build a stash because they're gonna look really cool inside a journal. I really do absolutely love them. The Tim Holtz ephemera, chef's kiss. Mwah. Perfect, absolutely perfect every single time. Love it. So yeah, so thank you very much everybody for being here, and if you're still here at the end, well done, because that's 2 really long videos. And yesterday's, I know it was a bit tedious because it's kind of the background work, and it's not as exciting as putting all the ephemeras together, but I do believe that the background work is like the foundations to the finished article. I honestly really do, because the splats and just, you know, the stenciling in the background, and the same on this one, the stenciling and the stitching and the stamping and everything, it just absolutely adds to every single piece. Just same round here, look, absolutely love it. So as much as that bit is a little bit, you know, it adds, it helps. I love doing it. It's one of the most relaxing parts of it. So yeah, and I think it just finishes off these little ephemera beauties treat. So thank you everybody for being here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you are notified every time I upload a video. And if you've got any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments. I always answer. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care everybody. Bye.